If you are elected, what are your top priorities?
Well, what we've been talking about most of all, first and foremost, is crime prevention. That is on the top of the minds of all of our residents as we've gone door to door and as I've been on council for 12 years. Unfortunately, we've had crime creeping up from Indianapolis. And we've also, just as a growing community, have more hustle and bustle and more eyes and activity in our community, more daytime visitors, more tourists, and crime prevention is a top priority. I'm proud that I've achieved or obtained rather the FOP endorsement. So the police do believe in my vision for, hey, focusing on crime prevention, and that means a lot to me. Another priority is community engagement. We've had a lot of significant growth these past few years. It's been an ideal time to grow with demand for suburban settings, as well as the quality of life that we offer and the low dollars to invest in growth. But in growing fast, you sometimes leave some people on the sidelines. And I believe that we can do a better job through surveys and engagement and more opportunities for people to weigh into the community. So community engagement is a second one. And the third one is economic development. Economic development, I'm going to lump that in with development in general, are prime concerns for our community as well. Our community enjoys a low tax rate, wants to see it continue. That's largely due to a lot of corporate investment in our community and a lot of corporate dollars going to fund our operations, as well as they have concerns about development moving forward. We've brought on a lot of apartments and other housing entities, and really we've grown all across the city in all segments. And there are some concerns about can our infrastructure manage that. So those are my top priorities as we move forward.
Let me go back to the FOP endorsement and what
Yes.
what residents are telling you as you go door to door. The FOP statement in which it endorsed you talks about a rise in thefts, in motor vehicle thefts, and in burglaries, all of them 20% or more up. Mm-hmm. But those are all property crimes. When you go door to door to talk to people and their number one concern is crime and public safety, are they aware of the fact that this summer, a national survey showed that Carmel is the second safest suburb in America?
Many of them are aware of that, and they're very proud of that fact, and they want to keep it that way. And they're concerned that at this point in our juncture, with the changing of the guard at the mayor position and many of our council seats competitive, that they're concerned that we may have a change in leadership that doesn't support law enforcement or that doesn't have a focus on crime prevention and public safety like we have in the past, and that those rankings may slip. So they're very aware of it. And they also see the news headlines locally with Indianapolis and, crimes against persons. And they're concerned about that as well. And we've seen an increase in armed robbery at some of our, like CVS and Walgreens, overnight pharmacies. And they're concerned that that might slip up into residential areas. So they have a right to be concerned. But if we have the right leader who supports public safety, funds it appropriately, make sure that the training and the equipment to keep them safe, they'll keep us safe, and we'll stay at the top of those national rankings.